Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. It's public knowledge that Ripple has expanded into Brazil, and they've got a strong push for expanding RippleNet, certainly in Brazil, and not just the messaging portion of this, so not just the portion that used to be known as X-Current. We're talking about XRP being used as a bridge currency via on-demand liquidity. Now take a look at this headline from Leonidas' website, XRP Arcade, which is titled, Unannounced Brazilian Bank Running a Ripple Page. And so what we find here, and I'll show you the specifics, but there's a banking partnership of some kind between this bank, they're called Banco Tapazio, and Ripple, that agreed to what this the partnership is in terms of specifics, not known yet. I'll share with you what we do know. But the cool thing to me is that we already know, and I want to share with you some articles that will highlight this. XRP is definitely going to be used by banks in Brazil. To me, this could not be more clear. It's just a matter of time. But before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button, and if you are a fan of Ripple and XRP, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. I definitely appreciate all of the support. One thing real quick I do want to mention, I put out a tweet earlier today, about 5 hours ago, asking for feedback, and to this point, in 5 hours, I've gotten 138 written responses, and so I don't even know if I've seen all of them, because the new responses keep pouring in, so I'm going to read all of them for sure. I've read the vast majority already, and I haven't had a chance to respond. I haven't even got a chance to record my videos for the day until now. But here's what I tweeted out. Feedback, please. Would you be unhappy if I did a paid advertisement on my YouTube channel? There's a very pro XRP exchange that would like exposure to people that watch my videos. I'll never promote anything for money without being fully transparent about it, and I care what you think. So really, I was just genuinely seeking feedback, because I don't know, maybe I'm overly concerned, but I have this fear that people are going to think that I'm here for like a wrong reason or something like that, when it couldn't be further from the truth, you know. I ran this channel for almost half a year, only getting to 200 subscribers, getting sometimes 10 views per day, and I just kept doing it out of a genuine passion for this. So hopefully that's not being questioned, but given some of what's happened in the XRP community, I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about lately, and optics that aren't ideal, I thought I'd better just check here, because to me this is something that, the exchange in question here, it's, again, very pro XRP. And they've been messaging back and forth with me for, several months or so. And I don't know for sure because look, I've never done any sort of paid advertisement on the channel before, and I don't know for sure if this is going to happen. But here's the thing. I very genuinely appreciate all the support that I get, and I never want to make the mistake of taking that for granted. And I know that's it's not something I'd ever do. I know me, but that's the reason that I was really seeking feedback. And so I thought I'd just mention it real quick before getting into the rest of the content in this video. Feel free to drop comments below. I will read everything. I definitely very much appreciate all of your thoughts on this. And I will say the vast majority, almost 100%, and I do mean almost 100%, seem to be very supportive. And so that just made my heart melt. So I want to say thank you also to everybody for taking a moment to respond and share your opinions. I really do appreciate that. All right, so again, this is from Leonidas here. Very valued member of the XRP community. He has an awesome website. I'm telling you, I mentioned this a couple times recently. If you have not seen XRParcade.com, you are doing a disservice to yourself. Go ahead and check it out here. But let's go ahead and dig in. So again, unannounced Brazilian bank running a Ripple page. Banco Tapazio, operating in the financial market since 2005, offers its clients easy credit, foreign exchange, and investment solutions. Banco Tapazio is part of the Correa da Silva Group, formed by large national companies such as SockPeg, I'm butchering that, GoodCard, Intercity, GetNet, Embratec, manager of the Eco Beneficio and Eco Frotas brands. It seems that Banco Tapazio's website operates a platform that has some relation to Ripple. Users, or perhaps employees or testers, can sign in and access whatever the bank is offering. This could very well be a test page. Okay, a very good point. So Leonidas is going out of his way to make sure that he's being responsible and not hyping it. I very much respect that. And here's the actual login page right there. But whatever it is, and that's why I certainly don't want to hype anything. This is a non-hype channel, but there's something here. So obviously this bank has some sort of partnership, whatever that means, with Ripple. We just don't know specifically what it is, but there it is. There's some sort of login page for something Ripple related. They wouldn't just put it up if they didn't have some sort of working relationship in some capacity. Right, and then this piece continues. The fact that Banco Topazio is working with Ripple doesn't really come as a surprise, since Leah Tomasi Susan, who's the FX manager at Topazio, attended Swell back in November, which of course Ripple hosts annually. That was their third annual Swell in 2019. And so here's what she tweeted out. Aborting soon, happy to represent Banco Topazio at Ripple Swell in Singapore. This hell time that is every day building transformation with a lot of energy and commitment. So the hell part probably didn't translate properly. Anyway, Banco Topazio is one of the Brazilian financial institutions to attend Swell, with Banco Rendimento, Frente Corretora, Banco Bradesco, and Punctual Money also attending. I'll tell you what, I would not hate it if every article on the planet did not have the foreign names in it. I would not hate that. I slaughter them. I just completely slaughter them. It's just whatever. I do what I can, though. I try hard. Give it the old college try here. Anyway, as Luiz Antonio Sacco, he's the Ripple managing director, Brazil and South America, mentioned a few weeks ago in an interview with Reuters, quote, Ripple's blockchain platform plans to expand partnerships with banks in Brazil in the international people remittance market by 2020, as demand for instant and cheap solutions in the sector grows rapidly. Okay, and so with Ripple offices in Brazil and on-demand liquidity coming to Brazil, we should expect quite a few more banks working with Ripple in 2020, both in Brazil and in the broader Latin American region. And so, take a look at this. This is from June 11, 2019. It's a Ripple Insights piece titled, Ripple officially launches operations in Brazil. So, it's been public knowledge that they're going after this corridors involving Brazil for some time. So it states, Ripple, the global leader in enterprise blockchain solutions for cross-border payments, launches operations in Brazil to expand its footprint in South America. In addition, Ripple is also bringing on seasoned fintech entrepreneur and executive Luiz Antonio Sacco as managing director to drive strategy and build the Ripple ecosystem in the region. And he's the one that was just cited a moment ago in Leonidas' piece here. And the reason that they're doing it is because, and it's cited, I think it's in this article, is where they discuss it. It just, from a regulatory clarity perspective, there are less unknowns in Brazil than perhaps other areas. So take a look at this. This is much more recent. I cited this when it was first in the news too. This is December 27th of 2019, so just a few weeks ago. Ripple pushing for XRP expansion in Brazil, set to announce new banking partnerships in early 2020, and that's according to Reuters. And so that's why this is all fascinating to me, and that's why it's a neat find that Leonidas wrote about in that piece, just finding that login page without any additional explanation. It's one of those fun things, putting together the pieces here. Ripple is pushing for a rapid expansion in Brazil. The company is gearing up to announce new Brazilian banking partnerships early next year, according to a report from Reuters. Ripple Managing Director Luiz Antonio Sacco says the country's clear digital banking regulations are playing a key role in the company's expansion into Brazil. See, there you go. And Ripple is talking with banks and regulators about utilizing XRP for remittances. And this is all coming. And we already know that banks absolutely will be utilizing XRP. I didn't pull it up for the sake of this video, but one of my favorite, it's factual, this is a factual statement, one of my favorite things to point out on this topic when Bitcoin maxi trolls and like to state, banks are never going to use XRP. Even in 2020, some people are still saying that nonsense. Well, we already know that Interbank, which is one of the biggest banks in Peru, they publicly stated last year, within the last couple months or so, I'd have to look it up again. It doesn't matter, but within the last couple months, let's just say roughly, that they absolutely will be utilizing XRP as a bridge currency. That's an actual bank, a very big bank, and it's coming. It's absolutely happening here. And you can take a look at this. Here's a tweet It was retweeted by Brady Nields. I just came across this in my Twitter feed. It's something that Bank XRP put out here just a bit earlier today with a screen grab. HSBC, also a rather massive bank. You may have heard of them. HSBC, what are the most compelling use cases for distributed ledger technology in the capital markets? For example, and there's a screen grab showing this too. For example, Ripple's XRP ledger provides real-time cross-border settlements using tokens that represent central bank currencies. In foreign exchange, HSBC's FX. And so Brady retweeted that and wrote, crap, that line that banks won't use XRP won't work anymore. Yeah, no kidding. There's still time. I'm with you on that one, Brady. But the trolls are still using it out there, even though we know for sure banks will be utilizing XRP. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything, because if anything that I say are right, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!